let's do some Runt frequently asked questions.
Make that video.
So I got a question from Chiricum. I ordered a Runt 20 head. I love everything about the amp except he's having a hard time getting a Lukather-esque lead tone out of it with his Les Paul or McCarty. He's finding it too compressed with too much pick attack. I had the amp set up for something else this morning, and then your question came in, so I just used the same guitar and quickly dialed in what I thought is a pretty nice Lukather-esque lead tone on the Runt 20. I kind of haphazardly just stuck a mic, like 6 inches in front of it, and it came out really nice. What I was finding is to get that really smooth tone, I backed the presence knob off entirely, which a lot of times that would freak me out. I'm like, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to end up with a really dark sound. But it's not. The Friedman stuff is usually very present and cuts through. So if you're looking for something really warm and fat, sort of like the Lukather tones, that might help a lot. Check it out. Brian M. writes, after watching, it would be a tough choice between the Runt 20 and the Dirty Shirley Mini, for me anyway. Thanks for watching, Brian. Yeah, that's a tough choice. They're both fantastic. The Dirty Shirley Mini, I think, is one of the greatest amps ever made. It's just so easy to get a good sound, always feels good playing through it. It's great. And 20 watts, it's beautiful and light and small too. So yeah, that's great, but it's a single channel. It's not as biting, and perhaps the Dirty Shirley Mini is more on the vintagey side. If you're more of a sort of modern guy where you like your clean tones really crystally and really clean, and you like your dirty sounds a little more on the sort of Van Halen-y side rather than a big warm fatter thing, maybe that's where you would want to lean towards the Runt a bit more, as opposed to the Dirty Shirley is a fatter vintagey thing, sort of a punchier, more modern thing. Runt, Dirty Shirley. Countervoid, I actually think that's pronounced Countervoid. He asks, when using the 50 watt XLR cab sim, you have to have the cab hooked up, right? And you can't record silently like the 20 watt. So yes, that is exactly the case. The 50 watt, you have to have a cabinet or load box so you don't blow up the amp. Acid Voodoo 1 says, I've read a lot of comments online saying that higher wattage Friedmans have better master volumes and actually sound better at low bedroom volume than the 20 watters. What's your opinion? And which of these new Runts sounds best at low volume? My opinion is that the master volume is not what they're hearing, because the master volumes on the Runt are fantastic. You hear such a smooth taper, and you'll hear the tone of the amp down to nothing. There is a point where the power amp opens up and you're getting a full-bodied signal, but the master volumes are amazing on these, as are the master volumes on the higher wattage ones. What I think people are hearing is when you have a 4x12, even super low, it takes up a lot of space. And even at a low SPL and low volume, you're getting a ton of bottom end, and it feels good and it feels really full. When you have a 1x12 in a small enclosure, you're not getting that kind of bass, but also you're not projecting that bass to the next room or the apartment below you or anything like that. So there's a trade-off. Which of the Runt combos sounds better at low volume? I think it comes back to the cabinet again. The 50 watt has a significantly larger cabinet. and it has a significantly deeper bottom end. You know, there's nothing you could do about that. That's just the physics. But if there's a baby sleeping, or, you know, some ornery parents, like, that low end travels, and it sucks not being able to play your guitar when you want to do it. So the 20 sounds great. Once I start playing the 20, after about, I don't know, 5 seconds, I forget what the other sounded like, because the 20 is really rewarding. It sounds fantastic. And then you go with the 50 and you're like, whoa, where did all this bottom end come from? There's all this huge bottom. So it's a give and take. The 20 combo is a winner to me. It's great. If you can get the space, go with the 50 combo, because, you know, more volume's more fun. Guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for checking out all the Runt videos. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks.